What's up, people? Welcome to the Health is Wealth podcast. I'm your host, Jason Shively, and this is the show we talk about the relationship between your health, his wealth, and we're not just talking about the push-ups and dollar bills. My co-host, as always, Bobby Jackson from Custom Fitness Institute.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Bobby Jackson from Custom Fitness. And we've got a good one again, as we usually do.
Cranking today.
We're not just winning over all of you guys with the quantity. Today we're going to get some extra quality out of it. I think we got a good topic right here. As our last few episodes, I think we're still getting better and better. We're still working out some bugs in our system, the way we're laying out these episodes, but I think this is a really good one. It's kind of a point maybe that you might start some arguments with some family, friends, and loved ones.
We're going to fight today.
A little extra sauce on it today, but we got a good one. So how are we going to start this out? How are we phrasing
Lay it to them. Let them know.
We're going to talk about some exercises that people waste too much time doing. And so, of course, that's kind of up for interpretation, right? Of course, it depends on the goals that you're going for, what level of fitness you're at already. But at the end of the day, they're, in my opinion, and in his opinion, which we just found out pre-show that are very different, is some of these exercises just aren't very efficient for getting any type of progress done. And I'm going to start with the hitter of the day, which I feel is a plank. The plank exercise is probably the least efficient thing to truly get proper activation of a muscle group. That would be like doing a curl and you just want to hold the weight at a 90-degree angle in your hand.
Static tension, my friend.
Correct.
Static tension.
And we're all good with isometric holding, different things. But if you're truly trying to activate as much of that muscle tissue as possible, we already know the goal isn't to just sit there holding it out straight. That would be like, how many times do you jump under the bar to do a bench press and you just hold that bitch halfway off the chest right there? We're going to have to beep that out. But
beep it out.
Right? It's that, no, if you want to build up, get the muscle working, dial it in, whether you're trying to grow it or just, tune it in.
No, but you find the plank to be a waste of time.
I do.
I find it to be a waste of time if you're doing 3-minute planks.
Perfect.
Okay?
Perfect.
But before that, there's still a lot
2 minute, 59 second, still a great exercise. 3 minutes, don't be addicted.
No. Okay. We're using it for a testing purpose.
Yeah.
But I got a lot of clients that I have planking to build up core, their low back stability, their shoulder stability, and stuff, just holding themselves up without going to their knees. There's quadriceps involved when you're actually engaging properly.
Yeah.
There's a good amount of time that you can do it. Now, do I think you need to do it every day? Actually, yes, I do. I think you should be able to do.
Wow, for doubling down.
Yeah, for
on
those,
the disrespect.
For those people that can't, hold a 3-minute plank, it's not a waste of time for them, because there's some people find it more challenging in their shoulders and their hips, and they feel the low back pain because they have no core yet. Stability. So you have abdominal muscles under there that are really triggered, that you're not going to see when you trim down to your six-pack, that really activate and help support your back.
So I'm going to say a more efficient use of my time would be doing an exercise that I'll actually give you credit for. You're the first person I ever saw do it, and that's using that Smith machine to raise or lower that bar to do push-ups against, where you're using just a certain amount of your own body weight, right? So that's, if I can't do really clean reps of just a regular push-up on the floor, what I saw Jason do back in the day was he'd put that bar and he'd adjust it maybe a foot or two off the ground. Okay, let's see if you can do some push-ups. Okay, if you're still, whether it's an injury or just weakness, okay, if you still can't, okay, we'll bring it up a little bit higher until we just have the intensity right. They're still getting a nice muscle burn, but they're still able to go all the way through the range of motion on the pressing. That's the same thing. That's still front-loaded as we're pushing ourselves off the ground. So that's still getting all the same muscles that I'm not going to say no. You can't say and yes.
I'm not disagreeing that the push-up.
Dr. Jackson, I'm right.
Because I love, Doctor.
Just kidding.
Dr. Butthole, maybe.
Good one.
But the activation of a push-up in an elevated position, the big reason why I love elevating people in a push-up, because they don't understand how much weight they're actually doing when they do one push-up traditionally.
Totally. Yeah.
So the biggest thing is going from a Smith machine where you're just elevating yourself takes percentage of your body weight away from those shoulders and things.
Exactly.
So yes,
awesome move.
So I understand that people
love that one.
But a lot of people don't realize that they're in a plank position while they're doing a push-up or a mountain climber. It's just an active plank. That's what you're doing. But I'm not
which are great. So that's why at Custom Fitness you'll never see me throw a client on the ground to here, pay me a good amount of money, and then just sit there quietly by yourself.
And you won't see me do that with clients regularly
at Fitness Prosperity.
Yeah, no one. You won't see them do it during the workout. You'll see them doing it for homework. You'll see it during a test and things like that.
Like you said, the evaluation. Okay, I'll give you credit for that.
You might see them do it for a rest period of time when they're supersetting between movements and stuff, so I can keep that core engaged while they're doing it. Now, we do a lot of what most people call up downs, where you start on your elbows in a plank position and you go to your hands. There's a lot of triceps and shoulders.
Oh, heck yeah.
And then you do that for 30 seconds and then hold that for 30 seconds. Even Skinny Bobby over here is going to struggle with that after a couple sets.
And I don't struggle with anything other than my weight. So Skinny Bobby.
Yeah.
Okay, but again, you did mention one thing that I'll give you the credit for. It's to use it as an evaluation.
Yep.
That's a good, because that does show a lot with, okay, where did we fail? Was it the chest? Did we feel the shoulders? Was it the core? That low back screaming? Was it the quads? Could we not even keep could we even keep our knees straight, right? Or did we just couldn't even hold the tension in the quad to keep the knee fully extended? It's okay. I'll give you that one.
Yes, never the
for
abs.
An evaluation.
They never complain about their abs when we do an evaluation on people. It's always their shoulders or their low back. Always when I put them in that position and they haven't been working out ever. Or for a very long time, or after an injury, since an injury's happened. They've never. Okay, what do you got next? What's another one that you just find to be a waste of time, which I'll debunk in a second?
You didn't debunk it, but
no, I did.
We agreed to disagree. It's still a garbage exercise.
That means I'm right.
No, okay, whatever. Okay, so we'll let you guys decide. This is some of these topics we're going to have. It's going to end up coming down to you guys to form your own opinions based on the input of both of us.
Absolutely. Since I have a huge fan base on here,
we're all 6 people, and one of my fans is his mom. So that's say hello to your mother for me, by the way. Classic. Had to work that one in.
Yeah.
I can't rhyme, but I can knock that one out. Okay, so I had the plank. What do you got? What do you think is so special?
A waste of time?
That's not. We'll say, because we don't want to be mean here. There's no judgment zone. Not that it's a waste of time. It's just not an efficient use of your time. It's just slightly less bad.
Running on the treadmill.
Running on the treadmill. Man, you're not going to get any complaints from me on that one, bro.
Running on the treadmill?
Man, it's just garbage. That's just blow out the knees, blow out the ankles.
Outside of a warm-up, I don't find it useless.
Outside of people who are training to specifically run an event where you're actually gaining something back in life and not just a participation trophy, like some people we know that love those 5Ks just to pose with the medal after the end.
A lot of it has to do with the clientele that I train.
Smart? They're intelligent people?
Yeah, they definitely, absolutely. They're smart. They're smart because they're with me, not with you.
Why would they waste time on a damn treadmill? That's ridiculous.
But it's more of the mileage that people have on their knees. A lot of people that I end up training have a lot of mileage on them already, and that doesn't have to do with
they have
age.
A lot of mileage on them.
It doesn't have to do it. I have people in their 30s that were elite high school and college athletes, and then it was just there was a time, but they put so much effort. They were a 3-sport athlete in high school, and then they were Division I athlete through their 20s, early 20s, and they just got a lot more mileage than someone that played one sport in high school, if any, and then didn't do anything in college if they did take care of themselves. So they have less mileage. It's simple. It's just,
but for me, is even if you have the mileage, why would you waste it running on a treadmill? Because my thing is it comes down to the quality of the muscular activation. And when I'm bouncing around on a treadmill, just slamming my legs and my back and my hips around, I'm not really getting a quad burn. I'm not really getting glute activation. I'm not really getting the hip flexors going, other than that light little superficial flop around movement, which is running. Yeah,
that's you as a professional doing
I think that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Yeah, well,
you just called me professional.
Professional, what is the question?
Oh,
hey. No, but on the treadmill, a lot of people go to the treadmill because they don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
So most of the people that end up working with one of us and other professionals out there in the fitness world, they end up going away from the treadmill outside of waiting for their appointment at a big commercial gym, which you have your own studio. And so they don't have that luxury because you already have them programmed to another warm up right away. So they're already working on foam rollers and things like that. So that's why I find it to be a waste of time when it comes to the treadmill itself. Just to go run, you might as well go outside. You're going to get a lot more activation. The hamstrings, it's going to be a natural movement for you. You have to push yourself forward to get forward.
Actually,
the tread's not going to help you. So
tread's not just moving underneath us, but we won't go there either. So
exactly.
I would even say that walking on a treadmill is still significantly better and more effective than running on a treadmill.
Better?
Would you agree? We'll say more effective, not better or worse. We're just going to say effective. It's a closed chain exercise, right? One foot stays planted, and at least there's some sort of a drive and an extension through the leg.
Yeah, I like it. Just whether it's walking or running, my biggest thing with it is I only use it as a beginning tool, and I'm all about destination, not the time. So if you can get the destination done faster, then guess what? You don't have to be on there long enough. Yep. So that helps me as a trainer get you off there faster and not need that. And I find it with the people that I'm thinking of right now, it's more of a safety thing for them just to begin somewhere and be active instead of just standing in the corner waiting on me or sitting in their car waiting on me to start. Everyone I've ever trained over the past 20 years knows that's not how Jason gets going. If you walk in right when the appointment starts, you're already late.
Yeah.
You've been 10 minutes late.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. All right, what do you got next? What's another one?
Okay, so you had the treadmill. That was a really good one.
Yeah.
That was a heater. What do I got? Okay, we'll do the gym bro hanging from the pull-up bar to do leg raise ab work. And when you drop your legs down straight and your abs aren't in any tension whatsoever, I'd rather hit the floor, do a V-up, do even a short crunch on the floor.
It's
just a way for me to hang up there and hope the babes in the gym are looking at me. You know what I mean? That's not an efficient use of your time.
Look at your belly.
Why would
the babes want to look at your belly?
Look at the one pack right
while
there.
You're hanging from a bar that you can barely hang from.
But at the end of the day, that's not an efficient use of your time.
No.
There are too many more efficient ways to properly activate and stimulate that core than hanging up there and just swinging your legs around. Or the fake walk up the stairs thing. That actually just makes me want to slap somebody. But when they just want to show off, they're like, pull up strength, so they do the little leg work, but that's a side note. But anyway, straight leg raises. Garbage exercise done by garbage people.
If anyone's ever seen the Ninja Warrior, here's my battle against what you just said. It's if you are in a locked bicep holding position, now you have a little bit more upper body controlling, not just hanging from your bad calluses on your hand.
Back to those isometric holds like you like.
Isometric
with your
hold,
planking.
So your biceps, your upper back is holding you. You got a little bit more core, and not letting your hip flexors fully extend down at the bottom.
Where they lose tension.
Then you got that tension in that core a little longer. Am I a big fan of it regularly? I like to see it just for more of an athletic move. Down the road for people, but it's not something I definitely go to. I'm definitely going down to V-ups and bicycle crunches.
For that one that we do is we'll get on an incline bench, right? So inclining down, legs are hanging down. Yeah. Usually I have them sit backwards on the decline bench.
But
tension's always hold there. Up at the top, and then explaining that to people, saying, okay, we're not vertical anymore, we're actually decreasing the angle, right? So you'd think, well, technically I'm laying down. It's less cool because I'm not holding myself up. Now there's constant tension. There's no point, unless the feet touch the floor, that the abs aren't lit, and that's how we're blowing people's core up there. So that's, good alternative to garbage exercise.
I love the incline one. I haven't done that in a long time myself. That's
it's a custom fit move. You never come hang out at
that's a killer one. That's a killer one. We're getting results over here.
Buddy. Custom fit over here.
Yeah. So another one that I always have an issue with is the hyperextension machine.
The little back extension thing.
The little back extension thing.
Yeah, a lot of these are core, we're realizing. A lot of core movements.
But I find it to be a waste of time when it's done improperly, and most of the time they don't use it properly just to warm up. So they're overextending. They're going past 180 degrees. So they're hyperextending their low back way more than your back is allowed to. Now, there's a backward bend that yoga people do that you hold, and you can use the stability ball to support yourself. That's a safe position for your back to be if you're already at that level to do so. But most people that have a weak core and tight hamstrings in very poor low back posture do the hyperextension machine terribly. And I'm watching them. They're doing very small movement. They're not using the full range of motion. You need to stretch all the way down there. A lot of you probably listen to the audio right now don't understand what we're saying if you've never used a machine, but you're literally hanging down low. Your quadriceps, your front of your legs are holding you still as you bend all the way over towards the floor, and then you raise yourself up. You're supposed to be engaging your glutes and stopping at 180 degrees and not passing that to actually get the full benefit.
Not overarching.
Not overarching. So almost every day that I've been in a commercial gym, I've seen someone do that wrong. And you can tell me that I feel it more that way. That's bull crap. You don't feel more. All you're doing is pinching nerves back there because they're doing it at a repetitive way, not holding it. It's different than a hold. They're doing reps, and that reps is just tearing you up.
But the solution for me is do light deadlifting. That brings us back to one of my favorite movements, which is lighten it up. Get that whole posterior chain working. You're engaging all the same muscles through that hip extension. Yeah, you might lose some of the tension at the top of the movement, but for a touchy movement pattern and muscle group like that, it's about developing that smoothly, steadily over time. Keep with the progressive overloading, of course, and keep moving. But that's an awesome one.
Another one. A stationary bike is annoying to me. Me. Outside of rehab issues, I have no desire for someone to be in a stationary bike. With a recliner on it. Give me a Corona. Give me some.
Do this all day.
Give me my dinner, and I'll eat, and I can do this
just keep
all
kicking
day.
My feet.
Put it on 20 resistance. I don't care. You didn't say how fast I got to go.
That recumbent bike. That is funny.
The recumbent. I'm like,
that seated backrest.
I'm like,
you might as well put armrests on.
Armrests on there. Give me the remote. Give me the remote, and call it a night, and I'll take a snooze on that bike.
That's right. Beyond rehab or any serious injury, that's a pretty weird one.
I mean, you got to have some major knee issues for you to have to be on that regularly for 20 to 30 minutes every day.
And that's it too. It's that unless you have a serious back problem, do just a regular upright standalone bike. You're at least engaging some core, staying upright.
Or a plank. Or a plank. That would work.
And I'll even say a plank would be better than the stationary than the recumbent bike.
When they have that big old belly, when you have that big old
resting on it,
resting on your lap as you're pedaling things, and all you're doing is watching your belly like Jello bounce back and forth.
That's pretty gross. So that's our solution to the bike. For the plank, we're saying do any other ab exercise, hanging leg raises. Decrease that angle, keep the constant tension, don't let that hip angle go to 0. I like that one, or 180, depending on your angle on it. And then we had, what was the other one we just wrapped up?
The treadmill.
The treadmill.
Don't waste your time doing that.
I like swap out for that elliptical, get the arms and legs moving, closed chain movements, no impact. I always heard, but I get way more tired when I'm on the elliptical. I can't go as long on the elliptical. That just means you got more work done in less time. Wouldn't you prefer to do that and go home?
Oh, shoot. Sign me up right now if I can get more done and do less, please.
So that's it, guys. Stop wasting time with some of those movements. Use the better suggestions that we just gave you right here. Greater options. You're going to get a heck of a lot more work done in the same amount of time. Keep working hard, and we will talk to you guys again soon.
Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching or listening to today's episode. We'd love if you leave a comment down below. Don't forget to give us a 5-star review, like us, share us, and follow all the guests from today's episode. And remember, if it was easy, it'd be damn cheesy.